We recently spoke about whole grains, but today I want to introduce to you whole foods. In the last 60 years, our food has changed dramatically, but the biology of our body has stayed the same as it was since the beginning of time. Our body is designed to eat real foods, like nature created, full of fiber, minerals, vitamins, antioxidants, not processed foods that are stripped of all their fiber, most of their nutrients, are heated, preserved, concentrated with fortified lab-created vitamins and minerals, and seemingly can sit on the shelves for months and months without going bad. Processed foods are full of sugar and salt and food coloring and MSG and preservatives, and the list goes on and on. I call those foods dead food. They look like food, some of them might taste like food, but they don't have any life energy in them. I recommend buying foods that have a shorter shelf life but will lengthen your life. Food that has enzymes, that's the life force, and will actually go bad after a few days. So add more natural foods to your diet, like fruits, vegetables. Dried fruits are great too. Dates, these are dried little apples, raisins. Sweet whole foods like honey, real honey. Nuts and seeds. Woo, they're great. And superfoods also, all the chia seeds, the goji berries, they're all whole foods. They're not processed at all. Then we have all the whole grains and all the family of legumes. These are chickpeas. They're all whole foods, and you actually have to cook them from scratch. But it doesn't have to be so complicated. I want to show you how quick you can make a whole food soup really, very quickly. I'm going to just, I put the pot on. I'm going to put some olive oil. I love olive oil. But you really want to be using healthy oils, and we're going to talk about that another time. But olive oil, and then I'm going to make a whole food soup that's just from very grounding vegetables, onion. I'm going to slice that up. And the thing is that you have to have your food ready when you come home. If you come home and you're starving, you're going to go for the quick, instant, packaged, processed foods. But if you have your soup and you made it the night before, and when you come home you have that ready for you, then you won't go for all that quick food. So you have to actually have it at home. That's one of the secrets. Okay, we have onions here. I'm going to go for garlic. Remember, all the white vegetables are nature's pharmacy. They're just great. Antifungal, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, great for digestion, great for the stomach. So I'm just going to slice a bit of the garlic up. Ooh, it's very strong. You see, this is food that has energy in it. So we'll slice the garlic up. You really you want to be putting into your body food that has energy. Otherwise, how will you get energy? So there's the onions in there. I'll stick the garlic too. Now, one of the other secrets for cooking quickly is to have a good knife. Very important. Go get yourself a really good knife and use that. Okay, so we have the onions. Now I'm going to put grounding vegetables. So we'll put some potatoes. We all love our fuzz, don't we? So we'll put some potatoes in there. When you eat grounding vegetables, I'm talking about sweet potatoes, onions, carrots. They will actually have a very good grounding effect on you. They'll make you feel more grounded, more connected. You see, I don't even peel the vegetables. I just wash them really well, and I use the peel. A lot of the nutrition is actually in the peel. That onion and garlic is so strong. That's what you want to be eating. Really, that's the food you want to be eating. Food that makes you actually tear. Now we're going to put a carrot in there. This is also will be very kind of sweet. It's great for overcoming sugar cravings. So I just slice it well. Don't peel anything. And I'm going to get okay, there it is. Now when the onion and garlic starting to really cook there, I'm going to add all the other veggies. That's great. Now this is a bit of a more Italian kind of a soup, but you could actually make it different. But I am going to put a bit of tomato in there. There we are. Look, tomatoes are great for the heart, and they look like hearts. They have 4 rooms to them. Okay, so there we are. I'll put some water. I like putting boiling water. It speeds up the whole cooking process. So you put your boiling water in there. Now I'm going to put some lentils. I soak them overnight. Starts the germinating process. So you soak them, you rinse them, you strain the water. Lentils are a wonderful vegan protein source. So here we have the lentils. I'm going to stick them in there. And I'm going to use a can of tomatoes or cut tomatoes. Okay, I always say do not be extreme. There are those people that will say canned fruit, I mean, it's not as healthy as raw, but we did put some fresh tomatoes in. But again, it gives it a wonderful flavor. This is organic, so it's not the healthiest, but it's not the worst either. So we're going to put that in. It's just going to flavor the soup up beautifully. And instead of using stock cubes, I always just use dried up leaves. So we have oregano in here, basil, thyme. I'm going to put quite a bit of that. It will give it a wonderful flavor. I could salt it also, but I might salt it towards the end. I'll taste it first. So you have just whole foods in here. Now what I do is the minute it comes up to a boil, I just wait till it comes up to a boil. I'll boil it for a little bit, and then I'll turn off the heat and let it just cook in its own heat for a few minutes. So here it's starting to boil. It will actually cook in about half an hour by itself once it comes up to a boil, and you just close it. So we'll close it for now, and we'll give it I'll turn off the heat in about 2 minutes, and then I'm going to give it about half an hour. And we'll see how yummy it comes out. The soup is almost ready. I boiled it for about 5-7 minutes, and then I turned it off and let it cook in its own heat. And in a minute, we're going to blend it. But I just want to talk about this white bread. It is very, very processed. There's nothing in it. And I just want you to think, what do you get out of this? If you eat this, what energy would you get out of processed foods versus eating food that has life force in it? If you take it, there's nothing in this. It is so processed. And this is what is in all those boxed foods sitting on the shelves in the supermarkets. So just think eating whole foods, getting real good food into your body so you'll have energy. Now, our wonderful whole food soup is here. It's cooked. What I like doing is blending part of it. You can blend all of it, and then it will be very, very creamy without putting any cream or milk in it. But what I do is I take half of the soup, and I'm going to blend it up, and then I actually add it back into the soup. So you have kind of partially whole, partially creamed. There it is. So now you can add a bit of nice sea salt, Himalayan sea salt. Here we go. And I am going to blend it. You could also blend it with a hand blender. So if you would cream up your whole soup, it would be very, very creamy. But I am going to add it back in. And the best way to wash the blender is to put water in here with some soap and blend it. So it actually kind of washes itself, and then you just have to rinse it. And we have a beautiful whole food vegetable roots soup, tomato based. And I'm going to put it in the bowl. And this is a whole meal in itself. You have vegetables, you have proteins from the lentils, you have the carbohydrates from the potatoes and the sweet potatoes, and will fill you. If you had this when you come home, you would go for this instead of for a quick, ready meal that you warm in the micro. Do not ever use the micro, by the way. It destroys all the nutrients in your food and has lots of other bad side effects. I'm going to put some greens, just slice them up, of course. Sprinkle it on top, beautiful orange and green. When you eat whole foods, you'll have way more energy, you'll eat less, you'll feel better, and you'll lose weight naturally without even thinking about it. Have a super life.